Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Andhra Pradesh Management Quota Counseling. Like we have been doing over the last, like we have been discussing over the last many sessions, we'll be running this session on Andhra Pradesh Management Quota Counseling, and over this week we'll also be looking at Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh State Counseling. So Uttar Pradesh has private open seats as well. We'll be looking at that. In case you have not followed our earlier videos, we have already completed sessions on full information on deemed universities through a live webinar and through for Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh government quota, etc. We'll be covering all the states over the next few weeks. It will take some time because we will be doing one state at a time. Today we'll be looking at Andhra Pradesh management quota. This is of relevance like Karnataka for one reason, one major reason. Andhra Pradesh has all India basis eligibility seats in private institutes which are available at a current fee structure of 8.64 lakhs per annum subject to for clinical seats subject to a high court order. So we'll have to wait for information on the high court order, but many candidates do appear for Andhra Pradesh management quota. We'll look at the entire information right from looking at seats, the eligibility criteria, and also information on round-wise rules, which is very crucial as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. More because the rules varied across years, and last year there has been some alignment to all India rules. Basically, the state R2 joining rule from last year. So that we'll look at, and specifically with respect, in case you are a candidate from Andhra Pradesh who is looking at Andhra Pradesh government quota and management quota seats, basically Cat A seats and Cat B seats, which we will discuss. Now, if you're looking at that, whether you can move from Andhra Pradesh government quota seats to management quota or management quota seats to government quota, that confusions will exist for you. We'll just share information on that as well. Now, if we look at what seats are available under Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling, 50% of private medical college seats in Andhra Pradesh are available under Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling. You would see that unlike other states, Andhra Pradesh has two counselings. One is the government quota counselling and another is a management quota counselling. Both are separate. If you are a candidate who belongs to Andhra Pradesh, who's done their MBBS from AP or Telangana, or a domicile of Andhra Pradesh or Telangana as per residence, as per 10 years residence clause, you will be eligible for Andhra Pradesh government quota. Now that is a completely different counselling with separate registration, separate choice filling, separate prospectus and rules, and separate allotment, separate joining. Then there is the management quota counseling, for which all candidates across India are eligible for a percentage of that management quota counseling seats called Cat B. So for that you have to register separately. There is a separate prospectus, registration is separate, choice filling is separate, allotment is separate, and then joining and other rules, everything is separate. So there are two counselings. If you are a candidate who is above 40 percentile, if you are BCB, BCA, BCB, BCD, or BCC, D or E, or SC, ST from Andhra Pradesh, you will be able to attend Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling. You will be eligible for Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling. But this is only for candidates from Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. Now, if you are an URPWD candidate who is above 45 percentile, you will be eligible for Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling. And if you are from another state, if you are not from Andhra Pradesh and you belong to UR category above 50 percentile, you will be eligible for Andhra Pradesh management quota counseling. What are the seats that are available? We said 50% in private medical colleges in Andhra Pradesh. It is further split into three different categories. We will come to that. Lower eligibility percentile qualification is only for eligibility. Let us say you are between 40 to 50 percentile and belonging to BCA and all the other backward class categories and SC, ST. You will be eligible for the counseling, but there is no reservation in this entire counseling. Note that the entire counseling has only general category seats. Everybody is eligible for seats under that categories. Within those categories, there might be other eligibility, but there is no reservation based on seats. We'll look at what seats are available first. Now, if you look at it, there are two categories, two sets of seats that are mentioned usually as category B and category C. Category B is also termed as S1. If you look at Zinerd or any other allotment list of Andhra Pradesh, category B seats are referred to as S1. S1 has an all India basis eligibility. Every candidate across India is eligible, and you have the clinical, paraclinical and preclinical seats at this particular fee range. Fee range, note it, we are going to have a discussion on the fee range because this is subject to an Andhra Pradesh High Court order. Now clinical is at 8.64 lakhs, paraclinical is at 2.7 lakhs and preclinical is at 1.22 lakhs. As far as CAT A is concerned, who is eligible? Everybody is eligible. There is no differentiation between an AP domicile candidate and an All India domicile candidate. A single merit list is prepared and all of them are on same priority allotted by the rank order. Second, you have the CAT C seats, which are the NRI seats. These are NRI or NRI sponsored. In case somebody is sponsoring you, you will be eligible for those seats. And you have foreign students who will also be eligible for this seats. Note that foreign students are also eligible for this set of seats, and foreign would mean foreign nationals too. And clinical seats are at 50 lakhs and preclinical or paraclinical seats are at this rank range, this fee structure. Paraclinical is at 15 lakhs and preclinical is at 8 lakhs. This is only for NRI candidates. This is termed as S2, one category among category C seats. There is another category among the category C seats which is institutional preference. There is a lot of confusion on this, on how whether you can approach the institute for this. There have been issues with respect to how institutes allot this, but this is actually supposed to be for this set of candidates. Candidates who have completed MBBS or BDS from that institution. If you have completed MBBS or BDS, then you will be eligible for this set of seats. If you are a son or daughter of an employee working in that institution, or if you are an employee of that particular institution, you may be a kid of the child of the employee who is working in that institution, or you yourself might be working in that institution. In that case, you are eligible for institutional preference. The fee structure is the same as S2 as well. Both CAT C seats, both set of CAT C seats have the same fee structure, 50 lakhs for clinicals. Now, if you are an employee, or if your son or daughter is an employee, you should have worked in the institution for minimum 6 months, and you should be presently working. This is more to avoid issues like somebody joins immediately and then claims this, or the institute ask, in case just for giving a seat to someone, they ask the candidate to join and provide them a seat under institution, a candidate or their parents to join and provide them a seat under institutional preference. But the compliance to this entire thing, we are not sure entirely. This is a list that is shared by the institute saying that these are the set of candidates who have been who are eligible, etc. So this might not possibly be a thing that many of you would be looking at. You would be looking at either All India quota seats, All India basis eligibility seats, or NRI seats in Andhra Pradesh Counseling. Now there is a court case that is going on. In 2020, this entire fee structure was prescribed by Andhra Pradesh Fee Regulatory Committee. Now there is a court case that is going on, and in the court case in 2020 itself, when the first batch joined, what happened is that the institutes did not allow anyone to join, mentioning that they are not accepting this fee structure. But after they had finally agreed to accept admissions under the provision that they have filed a case in the High Court. The writ petition details are available, and in case the fee increases, the candidate will be paying the additional fee right from year 1. So let us say the 2020 batch comes out in 2023, they would be paying 8.64 lakhs plus another 45,000 possibly as of now. And at the end of the third year, let us say for example the fee is the AP Fee Regulatory Committee and the High Court and institutes finally agreed through the High Court direction agreed to a fee of 9.64 lakhs. This is just an example. Then there is a 1 lakh additional fee. The 1 lakh additional fee for each year for 3 years, that is 3 lakhs, will be paid at the end, and only then possibly the candidates might be able to get a degree certificate or certificate. Now this is all a confusion. We don't know how. The first set of candidates are going to come out only in July. So that is when the High Court may have to take a decision, or may be asked to take a decision on the fee structure for that set of candidates. We don't have any reference point, whether 8.64 will go to 15 lakhs, 8.64 will go to 20 lakhs, 8.64 will remain at 8.64 lakhs or 9.64 lakhs. We don't have a reference. How will it be decided? The institutes will share their income and expenses and all the statements as per the clear policy by Andhra Pradesh Fee Regulatory Committee. They will finally relook at the entire information, share it with possibly with the High Court, and if somebody takes it up with the High Court, most likely the batch passing out will take up. So then there will be a decision on it. We expect that, we hope that it will come in before July so that there is some clarity. This is for the 2020 batch onwards. same decision may apply for you too. Only inference that we have is we don't know the fee structure. What if you ask us what will be the fee structure? Can I assume that it is 12 lakhs and go ahead? You can only assume that it is 12 lakhs and go ahead. There is no proper clarity or proper base on any number. But in 2000, for the 2017 batch, we are talking about the 2020 batch passing out in 2023, for which the case will be taken up. The 2017 batch had a similar issue of a higher fee, and the candidates filed the case. In 2020, the judgment came in and they were asked to provide a fee of somewhere between 12.77 lakhs to 15.45 lakhs for clinicals. This is a reference that we have, not necessary, it may not necessarily be the same. You also have this reference, we have given it to you. You can decide on possibly what might be. If you are going with this reference, go with it, but there is no assurance on it. Now this is as far as the fee is concerned. We will we'll quickly look at NRI quota. NRI quota in Andhra Pradesh, candidates either should be NRI or the sponsor should be an NRI. Sponsor should be as per legal definition, which is already legally clearly defined on who can be a sponsor. The document that is required is this, that the person is sponsoring, that you are the sponsor. I am this, Annexure 2 needs to be provided saying, signed by the guardian saying that this, I declare that I am the candidate saying that I declare that I am a ward, I belong, my roll number is this and the details etc. I am taking the guardianship of this particular person, and then the guardian signing saying that I intend to take this person as ward, and then I will be sponsoring his entire fee and will be taking care of the fee for the 3 years. Now this needs to be submitted as a declaration for being sponsored by an NRI. And what you need is the passport, green card, citizenship or bank statements. The electricity bill or gas bill or water bill of the person from the country who is sponsoring you, from the country where they are staying, is also requested. This is many candidates usually get this. Some have faced challenges. Visa, driving license are not accepted, and the Annexure 2 has to be submitted. You can wait for information from in this year's information bulletin on any changes on this. As of now, if you are having an NRI sponsor, better to get the documents from them. And now we are looking at notifications. It is a very simple process. Under YSR University, under the NTRUHS site link, you can register with your basic details, enter the OTP, login, and then upload your photo and the certificates. The certificates will come to that. Now, after uploading your certificates, there is nothing that need to be done. You don't need to send across any documents to Andhra Pradesh NTRUHS or the authorities. You just need your photograph, signature, specimen signature, and the other documents to be uploaded. Documents are certificates mostly, or some reference documents or documents that need to be taken from the government, which we will come up with in the next page. Certificates required for Andhra Pradesh management quota. You need, these are the certificates. What is required during application are mentioned over here. Everything is required as PDF except for passport size and photograph and specimen signature, which are in JPG format. You see whatever is in blue, like your NEET PG scorecard, which I think you would have downloaded by now, MBBS degree certificate, MBBS study certificate, and internship completion, medical registration certificate. It can be from any state medical council, and Aadhaar card or PAN card. These are mandatory for everyone. Okay, so these are mandatory for everyone. Beyond that, in case you belong to, let us say, any of the categories like OBC, BC, SC, ST, mostly for getting your, if you are between 40 to 50 percentile and are going to claim what eligibility because of that, then you need to submit these certificate. If you are a Muslim minority, you need to submit Muslim minority certificate, and if you are an NRI candidate, the NRI candidate certificate has to be submitted. For S3 candidates, you have to apply. And get us and you have to get a sponsorship certificate from the institute. S3 allotments may not be published, may not have been published, but this is something that you have to do. Now, printout of the online application form is not required to be sent across at the time of uploading of application form. Later, these are the certificate required at the time of admission. You have admit card, additional, date of birth proof, mark sheet, migration certificate may be required from the MBBS institute. Those are additional certificate. You can pause this at any point in time and look at how many are required along with the number of photocopies etc. during the time of admission. Now currently before counseling, get these certificates as PDFs. Whatever is mentioned as PDF, whatever is applicable for you, get these certificates. Now we come to the round wise eligibility. This is a very tricky part of the entire counseling process. We will refer to competent authority quota or the government quota AP seats as AP government quota or CQ. We refer to the management quota seats as MQ when we are discussing this. So whenever we say CQ or MQ, CQ refers to the government quota, MQ refers to the management quota in case we are abbreviating it. Round 1, CQ and MQ choice filling last year happened one after the other. Like CQ choice filling happened for 3 days and then the next 3 days MQ choice filling happened, but results were released almost after that. So results were released after the MQ choice filling only, which means you will be able, you actually fill in choices for both almost like in parallel, except that the days don't overlap. Within a period of 6 days, you will fill in choices for both without knowing your allotments of one counseling. That is what happened last year. We don't know how it will happen this year. We'll have to wait. Results were published after the MQ choice filling end date. First, CQ results were published. 2 days after that, MQ results were published. So competent authority quota or government quota was published first, and then only 2 days after that management quota results were published. Joining had the same deadline. They said you join within, let us say 8th or 9th of this month, over the next few days, after publishing the results on 3rd or 5th for CQ and MQ. So they will give you a 5-6 days or 3-4 days at least for you to join the institute. Round 2, first thing is whether resignation was allowed. State organ resignation was allowed. When you take an MQ seat, R1 resignation was allowed to join state or join All India R2. Whoever joined All India R2, there was no issue at all because that is your final seat. No longer you don't have any query on, you will not have any query on state R2 because state R2 joining is anyways not possible. Because why? Because you are joining the All India round 2 seat. Now whoever has joined a state R1 seat and resigning for some other reason but want to participate in state R2, what happens is a query. We will come to that. So basically, if you're joining AAR2, resignation is possible. The amount will also be refunded, no penalty, etc. You can directly join AAR2 after resigning your state R1 seat. And you will go out of counseling. The seat will be vacant for the next counseling as well for everybody. And round 2, first fresh registration was possible last year for revised cutoff based eligible candidates. If you are a candidate who is eligible as per revised cutoff, then fresh registration was possible because just before state R2 started, DGHS notified last year from NMC notified last year that cutoff was revised. First time happened. Otherwise, it happens only before mop-up. Now, so Andhra Pradesh opened up their registrations last year for revised cutoff based eligible candidates. Other candidates were also eligible to register. If you missed out in round 1, registering in round 1, you were able to, those candidates were able to register in round 2. Usually that does not happen that way in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh does not open up registrations in round 2 again, but in round 3 when revised cutoff is published. But last time they did. We always suggest anyways, if you are interested in Andhra Pradesh management quota, right from round 1 register, go for web options or fill up only the best choices, that is your take, but go for registration in round 1. Don't go with this rule assuming that it will happen this year. MQR1, you take a seat in CQR1 first. You are allotted a seat in MQR1 too. You will be able to choose between both seats. That is what happened last year. You join a seat in MQR1 and I hope the things will. So you join a seat in MQR1, you join the seat, then competent authority quota round 2 happens, government quota happens. You will be eligible for round 2 of competent authority quota. Just corrected that. You will be eligible for moving from MQR1 to CQR2. You can resign your hold your MQR1 seat, be admitted in that, fill choices for CQR2, and then in case you get a better seat, go from MQR1 to CQR2. MQR1 to MQR2 obviously is possible in case you did not get a seat in CQR2 or you are not interested in CQ at all. MQR1 to MQR2 is possible. You can upgrade from MQR1 seat to MQR2. Note that anyone who joined and resigned an MQR1 seat, you joined, resigned an MQR1 seat, they were eligible for MQR2 with the same registration, no penalty or anything, but the same seat was not available in management quota R2. So whatever you were allotted and did not join in management quota R1, that was not available in MQ R2. That is the only issue. If you had been allotted in CQ R2, we have seen around 15 candidates who were allotted in CQ R2, competed and did not join. Reasons are not known, but they did not join the seat. They have been allotted in MQR2 and a few of them have also joined the seat. So that was also possible. This year we can't assure, but that was possible last year. Anyone who were allotted, who joined a CQR1 and or CQR2 seat, already joined the seat, they were not eligible for MQR2. You have joined a CQR1 or a CQR2 seat, absolutely no possibility of joining an MQR2 seat because you are already joined a CQR2 seat. CQR2 will finish first, joining will finish first, and if you are joined, no more possibility in MQR2. That did not happen. Round 3 mop-up, any candidate across India who doesn't hold a seat was eligible. So basically you hold a CQR1 seat, CQR2 seat, MQR1 seat, MQR2 seat. At the time of mop-up, you are not eligible. You hold an AAR2 seat in any state, you are not eligible. Right from last year, Andhra Pradesh is clearly following the Supreme Court guidelines in the which mention that state R2 joint candidates are not eligible for mop-up. Whether or not it is Andhra state or any state, you will not be eligible for mop-up. And finally, one major thing, this is something which had to be changed. Sorry about this. Some issues here. This is a very crucial rule. Just by being allotted in MQR1 or MQR2, you will become ineligible for MQR3. That is the rule last year. So if you want to participate in mop-up round, it will not be possible if you are allotted a seat in MQR1 or MQR2. So your choices have to be extremely clear. You are allotted a seat in MQR1, did not join the seat, you are still eligible for MQR2, but not for management quota mop-up. So be very clear about that. There was fresh option or fresh web options in all the rounds. Mop-up 2 was conducted with a specific additional set of options that was released. Stray was also conducted for Andhra Pradesh management quota seats. The other rounds we will be updating it in Zynet as at the earliest. What is the fee? Application fee is mentioned over here. 7,080 plus 3,540 or 8,260 for FMGs. If you are outside state, if you are from an MBBS from outside Andhra Pradesh, then you will have to pay a 3,540 additional fee in addition to the application fee. You can pay it through credit debit card, a payment gateway including UPI. Now the fee is already available here. We discussed the fee. Clinical seats are available under category A, all India category B. All India basis, everybody is eligible under category B, which is S1 category, like we discussed. This is available at 8.64 lakhs subject to a court order. We also gave a reference of what was the fee range for 2017 to 20 pass out candidates. And a university fee of, after you are allotted in a particular round, you have to pay a university fee of 49,600, and this is non-refundable. In case you pay and then don't join or resign, this amount will be non-refundable, but only after paying this fee you will be able to collect your allotment order and go and join the institute, Andhra Pradesh, the allotted institute in Andhra Pradesh. Penalty in case you discontinue your seat at any point in time after the last round or during your course, you will have to pay a penalty of 3 lakhs plus 18% and you will be debarred for 3 years from participating in any counselling in Andhra Pradesh. Any resignation after round 2 also results in a penalty. Note this. You are joined a seat in round 2. After that you resign. Seat does not lapse. That doesn't matter. As per AP rules, that will result in a resignation. Without a resignation, you will not be eligible for applying. So now this is service discontinuation penalty. There is no bond for private institutes in Andhra Pradesh. Many of the institutes do give a stipend. There is usually some information saying that the institute's stipend is irregular, etc. Irregular maybe to a minor extent, but they offer a stipend as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. You can check that too. So while joining, we mentioned that 2 affidavits have to be, are the affidavits visible? While joining, we mentioned that 2 affidavits, the PDF is visible. 2 affidavits have to be submitted, right? So these are the 2 affidavits. We are just showing it to you for reference. This is what they have been asking to submit since 2020 batch. Hopefully there's some resolution to this entire thing. One says tuition fee bond and another says tuition fee affidavit for student for convener on management quota. It is the same for both. You'll just mention your details and submit the affidavit as mentioned in a stamp paper of 100 rupees. Now we will look at how you can use Zyner to get information on the counseling. We'll give you, if you just hold on, we'll tell you exactly how to look at information on back. So hope the portal is visible now. Yeah, so we can go on. You go to closing ranks, and all these, for any of you, there's been some confusion, at least with very few candidates on. I'm not finding out seats under All India Counseling. I'm checking Karnataka seats, Andhra Pradesh seats, etc. Only deemed universities come under All India Counseling. You go into All India Counseling, you will get only the deemed universities. You click on institute types as deemed, you will see all the deemed universities. There are only 42 deemed universities. Most of the other colleges that you call as self-financing, management, private institutes are all under the state counseling. So you have to go to Andhra Pradesh and select Andhra Pradesh management quota for Andhra Pradesh private institute seats, which are available on an all India basis. Once you go in, you will have the complete list of allotments available. We'll be updating the ones beyond round 3 soon. 2022, select on 2022, select the category that you belong to. Category or quota is here S1, S2, S3. If you have any doubt, go over here. It will say category B S1, candidates from all over India are eligible. So very clearly category B or S1 is candidates all over India. So you can either select this category B S1 or over here under the category select S1. We will select this over here. You will see 227 records if you are looking at category B, and we are looking at 2022 data. This is the closing rank, closing state rank, which when will you get the state rank? After you apply for Andhra Pradesh, there will be a merit list that is published, only then you will get the state rank. Now you can move this toggle to All India rank. Earlier it was counseling rank, now we moved it to All India rank. Now you have the All India ranks available. You will see every allotment, all the 227 allotments of Andhra Pradesh management quota. You can select any course over here and check on the closing ranks of that particular course. There will be possibly 15 institutes max which offer this course, each course. So it's easy, you won't need to go to the next page, etc. and filter out on this. In case you are looking at a particular rank range, I am above 30,000. I wish to check whether I need to apply. Give a broad reference of, let us say, 15%, and then on the top, on the ceiling level, you can give in any number that you want, and look at all the seats that were allotted in this rank range, and further filter out on, let us say, anesthesiology you want. You will see whether seats were available from 25,000 onwards to 40,000, which seats were available. These are the closing ranks. For instance, if I look at this, Kathuri Medical College, Guntur, under S1 category in Andhra Pradesh for MD anesthesiology at 8.64 lakhs current fee. There is a remark over here. Note that the star indicates a remark. Current fee, you have 2 seats which filled in which were available till 28,899 in round 1, and then 1 seat which was 2 seats which are available till 30,998 in round 2, which are the seats, 2 of the candidates who took those seats, and then 2 seats that were available at the same candidates retained their seats in round 3 as well. They joined the seats, those seats did not move. In certain cases alone, usually this doesn't happen with many clinical seats. In certain cases alone, you might see some seats which had moved between rounds, like let us say in this case you see that one seat was allotted at 76,067 in round 2, but the candidate did not join. It was vacant in round 3 and the candidate ranked 52,000 took those seats. This is a negative shift, a very unusual case. Here you see a positive shift also available for this particular seat, pathology seat. Now for any rank range you can check. In this case, when we took 25,000, we know that 25,000 may be a stretch coming up to 30,000, but we are still looking at choices and keep evaluating those choices. We'll take another rank ratio. Let us say you are looking at general medicine seats. You can just filter out everything and just say general medicine. That is the best option, because in state institutes you will have only under management quota, under private institutes you will only have very minimal number of institutes. You can directly check on on all the institutes that are offering. Here we are saying general medicine and S1 BCAT. You see that most of the general medicine seats closed till 9,100. This is a minority possible institute seat possibly, and therefore it closed at a higher rank range. A minority institute seats, and therefore it might have closed at a higher rank range. So you can look at all the information available over here and decide on which ones may be possible. Let us say you are 10,000, you can see that above this possibly these seats are there, whether I need to apply and then evaluate all these institutes for general medicine, that you can take a call on if you are from Andhra Pradesh and you are really interested in those seats. There are good private institutes as well, but take a call based on the data that is available in Zynet. You can do the same thing for NRI as well. If you are an NRI candidate across India who is interested, you can do that. Let us say you are above 50,000, you can take a 40,000 to 1 lakh rank range and select only clinicals. You are looking at clinicals, you will see all the clinical seats that were allotted in this rank range under NRI quota, and you can apply for NRI quota. So this is pretty much what we have. In case of any queries, just let us know. We will just quickly run through the comments in case there are any. Sorry about the video glitch. Okay, so BCAT will decrease or increase? Definitely not decrease. The issue itself is that private institutes have gone ahead to court asking for an increase. This is a low fee structure, and probably Andhra Pradesh has the lowest fee structure for all India basis seats across India. Definitely it will not decrease. So if your cutoff is like 8.64 lakhs is too high, then we don't suggest that you go ahead with Andhra Pradesh. But if you are thinking, and that is the lowest across India, so it will increase, it might have an increase. You have a reference, we said, of 12 to 15.5 lakhs for the 2017 batch which passed out in 2020. This is not a specific reference, but still this is the only reference you have got. You take a decision based on the information available. Luckily, if we are able to get a decision by the time the counseling starts, at least in June or July, it will be good, but I am not sure if we will get a decision. We will have to wait for the final confirmation. And okay, 2022 was a very tricky kind of a year. Many candidates actually, not only in deemed, many private institutes too, there was actually a shift in the closing rank. Some had increase in seats, but otherwise if you look at it, there has actually been a shift in the closing ranks between 2022 and 2021. This is, we are not sure why exactly, what exactly the reason is. You will see it across many of the private institutes seats, especially the higher preferred seats like radio, derm 2 in many cases, more to possibly do with many candidates thinking that they will go ahead with the final NEET PG this year because it was going to be final at that point in time. But other than that, we have not been able to evaluate why this phenomenon has happened, whether it will continue to happen this year or will there be a negative shift because of, if next is confirmed, will there be a negative shift? We have to wait and see. But this is a completely different set of 50 lakhs plus seats if it is NRI. For management quota too, it had for many of the seats it had gone up. This is not reflecting over here for this set of seats, but it had gone up in the other rounds too. You take a look at it. Deemed especially had gone up. We haven't analyzed it in detail actually, so it may be at a seat level too. And for deemed universities, you had asked some query. I think the link is available. The team has already shared the link over here. And that is pretty much, I think, in case there are any queries, please let us know. We'll share the details. Anything else, just let us know. Otherwise, you can join our Telegram group. The Telegram group will have all information. There is a Telegram group for Andhra Pradesh as well. We'll have that. You'll have that information in the state-wise Telegram group in the NEET PG overall Telegram group. Or you can actually message us over here. We will share the Andhra Pradesh Management Quota Telegram group. Discussions on institutes may happen there once the counseling starts. You might have some additional information. We might be moderating the discussions and answering all your queries. We'll be answering all the queries on the Telegram group as well. If you're a Zynet subscriber, you can also have direct call support, which you always have. The recent 2 days back we had started working on the INI-CET plans, which we will launch by April beginning. And currently, if you subscribe till March 31st, INI-CET plus NEET PG is available at 2,294 plus GST. Post this, there will be an increase in the price, and INI-CET possibly may not be clubbed too. It will be separate at a package of 800 separately. So as of now, till March 31st, we have this pricing. If you're interested in Zyner, you want to look at data not only for Andhra Pradesh, for every other counseling across India, and for updates throughout the counseling session, please do go ahead and subscribe for Zyner. No stipend for Andhra Pradesh management quota seats. You will see that we have mentioned stipend for certain management quota seats over here. That is not true completely. There is, if you are getting information saying that no institute offers a stipend, not true actually. Some stipends are irregular, but institutes offer a stipend. Usually this is used as misinformation to stop candidates from joining some seats. Talk to the institute, talk to the candidate. We will also redo the entire thing and share information with you. We'll review everything, whatever information that we have in terms of stipend, and ask candidates whether they are getting stipend over the last 1 year, and update this in Zyner as well. You will have as much comprehensive information as possible. To the extent possible, we try to get it verified. Otherwise, we'll tell you that there is an issue. So this fee and factors you can always use for additional information on issue with stipend, etc. Like we said, there is a remark over here. Here we say fee is subject to the court order. So all that information will also be available. Thanks a lot for watching. Tomorrow we are having a session on Maharashtra. If you are interested in Maharashtra, do join us. If you are an MBBS from Maharashtra or domicile of Maharashtra was done for MBBS from any other state institute under AEQ or AIIMS or central institutes, then you will be eligible for Maharashtra. Maharashtra is not an open state. So if you are not from Maharashtra or not an MBBS from Maharashtra, then you can skip that session. We will be running other sessions too over the next week. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel and do let others know that Zyner exists and can help.